What's good, boxing community? Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, he did an interview with Fight Hype the other day, and he was asked about Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And Floyd Mayweather shot down the idea of those fights happening. He said that Top Rank has Haney and Shakur, so they should be able to make that in-house fight. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd Mayweather, he's kind of stuck to his word when he said after Tank and Barrios fight that he wants to do everything in house. Uh, him and Leonard Ellaby say that Tank Davis is with them for life. But a week or two ago, I heard Calvin Ford say that they were free agents. But as the actions play out, it seems like they are under Mayweather Promotions. And, Floyd has Tank as, his biggest star on his stable. And you can argue that he's the only star that Floyd Mayweather has. So Floyd Mayweather would not be too quick to risk his fighter looking bad in a fight with Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson and then have to split the money down the middle with Top Rank. And I just don't feel like Floyd's staying consistent with his word because they they want the Ryan Garcia fight. They want the Ryan Garcia fight. That's even worse of, a split. You talking about you don't want to make another company great. Well, you probably will have to split money with the DAZN network and Golden Boy to get a fight with Ryan Garcia, but that fight really entices them over the Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, who has belts to offer and legacy to offer. And Ryan Garcia, out of all the up and coming fighters, he has proved the least. Ryan Garcia hasn't even fought a former world champion. Nobody on his resume has ever held a belt before. I don't feel like Tank is proving a lot by beating Ryan Garcia, and I heavily favor Tank in that fight. Maybe TMT Promotions, Mayweather, Ellaby, and them, they see food in Ryan Garcia, and he is portrayed to be a bigger star than Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. So he's a less riskier fight. And I guess they feel like Tank can get a better name recognition from knocking out Ryan Garcia, seeing that Ryan Garcia has 8 or 9 million Instagram followers, the same followers that I've seen the past 3 years on his page. But that really entices them. And I heard Floyd Mayweather, somebody asked him why he was fighting Logan Paul, and that's exactly what he said. He said, look at how many followers he got. And that's why he chose to fight Logan Paul. It's like it's just kind of weird, you know. It's just kind of weird that Floyd would go back on his word and, you know, chase after Ryan Garcia who got no belt, you know what I'm saying? The undisputed Instagram championship. That's what that'll be. Tank versus Ryan Garcia. And it's just a shame to see a whole division and like nobody wants to be a champion. Devin Haney sitting with all the belts. Like you would expect everybody to be calling him out, like not specifically like Tank and Ryan, because, they never was in a rush to fight Devin Haney. But it's just 135, it just Devin Haney as an undisputed champion, he don't seem to have a lot of options to big fight options at 135. But yeah, though, they trying to make that Ryan Garcia fight. They trying to get that fight for Tank. Floyd Mayweather sees a lot of himself in Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. he don't really want to put Tank in there with that style. That's a very risky style. And Tank under Mayweather, I'm not sure. I'm not getting the vibe that he's trying to get Tank to 50-0 like himself. But yeah, you can see the matchmaking is there because if you hear Mayweather before the Cruz fight, like he was talking like he picked Cruz for a reason. He was like Cruz ain't got no jab and all that. Like he knew that Tank should be able to beat this guy. Like I think those guys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're protecting their investment. Is this still Javante Tank Davis' career? He's 27 years old. He's won regular titles in three divisions. He won one real title in one division. But this track is just not finna get Tank into the Hall of Fame. Like Floyd Mayweather, all that he did in his boxing career, he fought former champions after champion after champion, best guys in the division. I just don't see why he wouldn't want to put Tank through that fire with Lomachenko, Haney, Shakur. I don't really put Ryan Garcia in that group like that. He's not as good as those guys. And Tank, you could tell by how he walk around, he don't give a damn about no damn legacy. He just trying to get these dollars and live life. And I understand that, but you would after all the hard training camps and all the hard work that you did in your career, you're gonna want to be remembered 30 years from now. That's all I'm saying. And like I understand like trying to be too cool for belts, but you can win the belt and drop it. Like you don't have to keep the belt forever. It's like I understand the sanctioning fees. You don't want to go through that. You can just take a legacy fight, win the belts, and drop them. It's that simple. Just get the accolade on your resume. I assume that Tank is one of the top guys at 135. I assume him and Devin Haney are the two top guys. But this is all hypothetical talk till people go to fighting. That's all I'm saying. And Floyd Mayweather, he do sound a little salty that Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson didn't sign with him as they were coming into the game after the amateur days and stuff. And they went their own route. Devin Haney, he went to make money with the zone as he climbed up the ranks. Shakur Stevenson, he went to top rank and got fast tracked to belts and stuff. And he look at him now. He's 23 years old, unified champ. He wouldn't have got them belts that damn fast at PBC. But Floyd Mayweather, he just trying to get those guys to sign to him to get the fight. And, ain't nobody gonna want to sign a long-term deal just to get one fight. So, these promoters, they stop fights. It's nothing new. But yeah, though, Floyd, he got Tank under protection. And that's just that. And we just got to accept it.